Hi everyone, I am Ankita. Today I am going to explain small topic in Java, that is interfaces. Let's see about interfaces. Interfaces is a blueprint of Java also. Interfaces, uh, an interface is a programming construct which contains only public abstract methods and public static final variables. Interfaces are syntactically similar to abstract classes, uh, where in an interface, no method can include a body. That is, an interface provides no implementation. It specifies what must be done. Once an interface is defined, any number of classes can implement it. Also, one class can implement any number of interfaces. An interface can be defined as a specification of method, prototypes, or signatures. So since we write only abstract methods in interface, there is a possibility for providing different implementations body for those abstract methods depending on the requirements of objects. And in Java programming language provides three important programming constructs. Class, the constructor class, interface, abstract class. Class, it is fully implemented structure. All methods will have body. That means the interface should provide the body for all the abstract methods defined in interface. Interface fully unimplemented structure. None of the methods will have body. That means we cannot create an object of interface. And abstract class, partially implemented or unimplemented structure. Some will have body and some will have no body. The interface has no life if it is not implemented in other cases. And what is the use of interfaces in Java? We'll see one example. Say we say designed a GPS device for car which looks into the map and automatically turns the car to the direction as seen in the map. This GPS device can be used in many cars like Benz, Fiat, and etc. For each car, the mechanism of turning the left or right may differ depending on the implementations of the car system. So this function should be written by the car manufacturer, and hence these methods are put in an interface which is implemented by the car manufacturer as per their car implementation. Interface includes only a set of method declaration which are to be defined by the manufacturer. And uh, and how to declare interfaces. Interface is declared by using interface keyword. So when you are creating a new interfaces, you have to say interface and then the interface name. We can see the example here. It provides total abstraction, means all the methods in interface are declared with empty body and are public, and all fields are public, static and final by default. A class that implement interface must implement all the methods declared in the interface. So need to provide the method body if you are implementing any of the interface. And internally we can compile the program. When compiler compiles the code, the Java compiler adds public and abstract keywords before the interface method. Interface name here printed as printable, and in that we have method void print. So after the compiler compiles the compiler automatically add two keys, that is public static and public abstract, because by default in the interface method are public and abstract. Then for the variables, you can see the public static and final keywords by default. Compiler does by default. This is something internally compiler compiles the program. And next we can see there are three types of interfaces: extending interfaces, and you'll see extending interfaces. The extends keyword is used once, and parent interfaces are declared in a common separated list. Um, we can extend an interface from another interface, just like we extend a Java class from another Java class. An interface can only be extended from another interface. We cannot extend an interface from a class. Another difference between extended class and extended an interface is that a class can be extended from only one class, but an interface can be extended from multiple interfaces. We can see the example here. Um, Here the interface, one interface extended another interfaces. The interface I2 has extended from I1, and hence I2 will have two methods, method 1 and method 2. The class implementing I2 should provide the bodies for method 1 and method 2. This is the example of extending interfaces. And next, implementing interfaces. The implementing interfaces is a keyword is used to implement an interface. A class must provide bodies implementations for the methods described by the interface. Each class is free to determine the details of its own implementation. Thus, two classes might implement the same interface in different ways, but each class still supports the same set of methods. Thus, code that has knowledge of the interface can use objects of either class, since the interface to those objects is the same. And this is a syntax of implementing interfaces. Here, the uh, class name implements the interface name. The class can implement more than two more than one interface as shown below. Here we can see interface name 1 and interface name 2. This is the syntax of implementing interfaces. Next we'll see accessing interface variable. The interface is also used to declare a set of constants that can be used in multiple classes also. The constants values will be available to any classes that implement interface, because it is by default public and static and final. Contains final and the public abstract methods. The final variables are inherited to the class that is implementing the interface and can be used in anywhere in the class. The only thing is that since it a final variable, the value cannot be changed. It will get error. Let In that case, it will get error. And next, about relations between classes and interfaces. Here, class between class is it extends class extends the class, and when one class it takes from property, it implements on interface. And when however one use case is that an interface can take from other interface also. From in that case, it extends interface only. And last is difference between class and interface. Class is fully implemented structure, as we know. An interface is fully unimplemented structure. In class can extend only one class. In interface can extend more than one interfaces. Classes implements interfaces, and interface extends another interface. Class contains both static and non-static variables. Interface contains only final variables. This is about the interface. Thank you.